Hello, I'm Svend Videbaek, and I am submitting to the Keynote Speakers Contest of the Nordic Business Forum. And my theme is going to be the future of work. One of the facts about me, ridiculous as it might be, is that I don't know how to pronounce my own name because I am, I don't know what to call it, but a Scando-mongrel, because my mother is Finnish, my father is Danish, and I was born and bred in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I like to think of myself as a professional immigrant. My mother brought me to Finland for the first time when I was 6 years old. That would have been 1973. She's a country girl from Keski-Suomi, which is the middle part of Finland. She was born in the pure countryside. And when I went there for the first time at the age of 6, one could say at that time that the farm was rather primitive. This would be 1973. And the time came pretty soon when I had to go to the bathroom and do some serious business. Well, the bathroom was what the Finns call a huusi, which is an outhouse. And it was built onto the end of the stone barn. It was just a wooden shack with a little wooden latch. So I opened the little door and I went in, and there was a wooden surface to sit on, and there were 3 holes, a large one, a medium-sized one, and a small one. I looked at the holes and decided that the middle one, number 2, was the correct hole for me, since I was going to do a number 2. And that went off without a hitch. I didn't fall into the hole. I managed quite well. And when I had done my business, I looked around for toilet paper, and I didn't see any. But I saw a wooden box to my right, and I leaned over, had a look in the box, and it was full of pieces of newspaper. And I realized that the pieces of newspaper fulfilled the role of toilet paper, and I noticed that the name of the paper was in Finnish Maaseudun tulevaisuus, which means the future of the countryside. And so I wiped my behind with the future of the Finnish countryside, and it worked perfectly well. My behind was perhaps a little bit black, but that was merely cosmetic. And if that doesn't provide my credentials as a worthy resident of Finland, then I don't know what does. This is the greatest country on earth. And I'll repeat that, the greatest country on earth, and I'm perfectly serious about that. Of course, then the question becomes, define great. And I will do that. I believe that the greatness of a country must be evaluated according to 3 things. The first thing is the degree of equality between the sexes in the letter of the law and in the practice of the law, and how things actually work out there on the street every day. The second thing, I believe, is the degree of equal access to high-quality education for all, regardless of race, regardless of gender, regardless of religion, regardless of anything. And the third thing, which is a bit more fluid, I'll admit, is how does the country, how does the nation treat its old people, and how does it treat its young people? What is the greatest gift that Finland can give to the world, that Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Iceland can give to the world? It is our working culture. What is a brand if it is not a working culture? Let's take ours out into the world and the people will come.